So, hello everyone. I'm back again this week, joined by another member of the 2010 National League North winning squad. Happy to say, all right, Chris Simm, how are you, mate?
Hi, mate. You all right? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you at this current time?
Just enjoying the sun. Just been doing a bit of jet washing and try to get through the days, in the middle of this current climate. But yeah, doing all right.
You getting the jobs done that you normally put to the back of your mind?
Yeah, the ones what I put off. I'm doing them ones, the ones where you might put a picture up and it takes you 6 weeks. But they're all getting done now, so I'm in the good books.
Are you missing the football at the moment? Obviously, feels like a lifetime ago since last watch a match.
Yeah, I kind of keep busy. Speaking of footy, I kind of finished 18 months ago, and to be honest with you, the first 6 months I didn't miss it. I kind of had a bit of free time back, and like I said, I didn't miss it. But when you look back and like today's like that, and you see all the pictures of the lads and stuff like that, yeah, then it definitely brings it back where you think, could I do another season? But yeah, I definitely miss it now. I think it's once you finish, you actually do miss it then. But yeah, the era we had at Southport when we won it, it was a very special season, just because of the pressure and the teams what were in the league, and some of the things what Earl said was bang on, as in like I'd never played in a team with so much passion and pride and togetherness than that one what won it. So it's hard for get that back when you joined other sides.
Of course, as we speak today, it's 10 years till to the day you lifted the title at Eastwood. So you must have some good memories from that day.
Yeah, loads. I mean, I was obviously flying on Instagram today and Twitter and what have you. I even put my Southport top on for you. Yeah, loads. Yeah, it was great times, and you kind of forget a lot when you finish playing. Like I said, we were in a WhatsApp group with all the lads because we had the special lads. Some of them I played with after Southport for many years as well. So we've kind of got a great friendship through footy. Throughout the hundreds and hundreds of lads you meet throughout your career, we've kind of us 20 odd of us have stepped like pretty close because that season we won it. Every game was big pressure and it brought us together. And like when you're in that kind of environment, you take it away with for the rest of your life. Yeah, it was a very, very good day. Days after it as well.
Is that sort of relationship you had with the whole team, is that a reason behind your success, that you're so close, you had such a tight bond with everyone?
Yeah, it was really, because when we first met up pre-season, Liam and Earl touched on it last week. One of his strong points is getting lads together who you wouldn't think would mix and actually do and get on very well. Like Earl said, some lads were coming to the end of the career. Some, were just starting out. Brad Burns and young Zach, who went on to do good things, and so did Brad and that. But he was good at getting you buy into what he was trying to achieve, and he generally believed after a few games that we could win it, even though the league was pretty strong. And he was good at, like Earl said, in his interview what I'd listened to, putting your arm around certain players. And I was probably one of them at the time. Like I used to, getting dropped. I played more than I didn't, but it wasn't. I used to see it as, being a young lad, or I've been bested, or I've been dropped. He'd kind of, reassure you, look, you've not been dropped. You've been bested, and we've got a game Tuesday night. He's seen the bigger picture, which, that's one of his great attributes. So yeah, it was good. It was good at times.
Where does Liam rank sort of in your career? Like, what impact did he have, and where does he kind of sit among other managers?
Oh, he's number one for me. He's, like I said, I played for him at Stalybridge, I played for him at Southport, but not just that. We're like great friends, after footy now as well. like he took me to Stalybridge, and another job he took when he was, the side where he actually took over was, at Stalybridge at the time was really struggling in the bottom league. They'd not won a game, and I always said to him it's one of his greatest achievements keeping Stalybridge up that year. And like when you're in the mix with him, at the time at Southport and you left, you kind of look back, and I don't think any other manager come close to, his level and his professionalism. Not just that, he's a great lad. You know what I mean? It's you kind of with other managers, you went, you played, you did your job, and went away. With Liam, me personally, I went a bit, extra with him and tried a bit harder and this, that, and other, because his best interest was the club and yourself. He'd always try to look after you. So he's definitely number one. I played for my career, definitely.
Of course, he's back at Hague Avenue as well now, once managing. So you're just pleased to see him back at the club?
Yeah, I went down there a few months ago. A few of the lads got together when Earl got into the Hall of Fame. So it was good to see him, and I'm sure he'll do good things again at the club. He knows the club inside and out. So yeah, there's no reason why they won't do well. Obviously, this season has been a bit, touch and go with. It looks like they're not going to finish the season again, so they'll just go again when they go back in.
Of course, let's go back to that day at Eastwood. You was amongst the scorers that day. So how does it feel like to score in such a high pressure match?
Yeah, I got the penalty as well, which Keezy will obviously read this or listen to it. I always remind him of that. It was a good it was a good day, and I think just going 1-0 up on the day, it just eased the pressure a little bit, because it was big pressure. Any kind of slip up and basically a season's work. We would have lost the league. So going one up just definitely settled it a bit, and then obviously I got the second, and then Lever got the third. So it just kind of, it's like going down on the day. I don't think we ever thought we were going to get beat. We had that kind of swagger about us. We're not a very confident one, but we knew it was a quality side. We all trusted each other. So I don't think we ever thought we'd get beat, and obviously we didn't get beat. But that's the kind of belief what Liam put in us every game. I remember a game at Stafford. He was never in it mid-season. It was obviously minging weather, minging pitch, and I think Steve Daly scored like a tap in. I think we won 1-0, and like we used to pick a lot of them games up and win. And that's what kind of won it for us. So the last day, it was kind of a big build-up, as in, it was proper, a bit of a thriller, but we were always quite confident, really.
Did you sort of need that confidence to deal with the pressure? Because you went in that match knowing that you needed a win because of Fleetwood and what they were trying to do as well. And obviously it makes a world of difference, promotion or staying in the league, both on and off the pitch.
You just said that again, you broke up a little bit then, sorry.
Did you need that confidence to deal with the pressure of knowing that promotion would make a world of difference?
I kind of, it just, like in any title season, so, you start off, you want to do well, you want to get up there. But the more we played, the more confident we got, because we used to get a bit of stick because some people said we used to bully teams and oof it and that. But to be fair, when we wanted to play, we had to, like your Telfords away and stuff, we'd pass them off the pitch, and it just, the momentum built over the season where you kind of grow in confidence, and it was always good habits. And we always, if we went 1-0 down, we didn't panic. If we went 2-0 down, we didn't panic, because we always had goals in us, and we just always believed in ourselves. And I think, like, especially for me at the time, I'd been at Lee, and I'd been relegated at the conference with Larry Myers, a young lad, and then I was at Ard, and they had a I'd say on paper, a great squad with Seddons and your Tiptons and all that, but we never did anything. I think we didn't even make the playoffs. So it shows you what kind of, what Liam did with a lot of us at the time. Lads who were retiring or coming to end, and like to myself, who wanted to make a bit of a name in the game. He was just really good again, the best, especially me individually, the best out of people.
Do you feel like you found a home at Southport? You found somewhere you felt you belong?
Yeah, because I basically when I left Lee, I never wanted to see the conference again. To be honest with you, I think the season they went down, they used 90 odd players, and I played in 11 game, but it was we used to get beat every week. But then I went to Hyde. It was a bit like I found it a bit clicky. There was lads coming at the league, they were signing on big money, and I never really got a chance to come on, score a couple, and blah, blah, blah. Like just the pre-season at Southport, I always felt I was at home for some weird reason. But Liam was good at that, and he knew lads who came in. He made you feel really welcome, and all the lads as well as we all just bonded. I think we were very lucky at the time that we all came together for different reasons, and we did what we did that year because it was a very special year. Like the court trips, win, lose, or draw. That season, to be fair, there wasn't many losses. We did the same thing. We stuck together. Nobody pointed fingers at each other, and it's always a special place, Southport, for me. Just for the lads and the club, everybody there, Aidan at the time, and people like that. It was one big effort, and it's definitely a special place.
Of course, you can still see that Bally shirt you chose to wear today.
Yes, this is my shirt I played in that day. To be honest with you, look at that. It must have buried me at the time because I put about 2 stone on, and it's still baggy now.
So obviously the fans will be delighted to see you wear your shirt today. What your relationship like with them? Like what memories do you have of the fans at the club?
Oh, the fans were great. I was looking at the pictures on the WhatsApp group just a couple of days ago, and there was a big focal point for us. When you need that extra push when it's not going for you, they always got behind us, and they was a fantastic. Because they're as passionate as us. They're not Man United, but they're in week out, so they're part of it. They're in it with you when especially go to Eastwood on the last day. They're probably more nervous than us, and they're a great set.
Do you like going back and seeing to them, just reminiscing with them?
Yeah, like I said, I went to that dinner with Earl a few weeks back, and the place obviously had been done up a bit, but the structure of the club, the people still there, it's in a good place, and they should be proud of it.
Throughout the course of the 2010 season, something that was a big narrative throughout the course of it was your rivalry with Fleetwood. So tell me a bit about that, like how the nature of the matches against Fleetwood.
Yeah, it was good for us. We always knew from the start they were obviously favourites to win it with basically the money they was pumping in into the club because they wanted to get promotion and stuff. And obviously with non-league, like a few of the lads who had played with or played against previous had signed from good quality players. So they had virtually 2 teams. So all the way through the season, you kind of after 15 games, you kind of know where you're going to be at, and they was always there. And what would happen is you'd say you'd drop it, you'd draw somewhere, and then they'd win. So right from the off, it was obviously it's a local derby as well. We was all wary of this could go a long way, and that's why the last day it had built up so much. So it was good. I think it was good for both clubs at the time as well because you knew you had to be on your game every week because they weren't going to drop many points and neither was ourselves. So, and don't forget at the time you had, your Telfords, your Alfredtons, there's all very, very strong teams. So the year we actually won it was probably one of the best for the division with sides in it, with quality. And obviously Fleetwood had 2 teams basically. And we very rarely changed. We was, same 15, 16 every week.
So do they push you to do better, to be your best? A bit like Man City and Liverpool at the moment in time, they just push each other to get better and better and better.
Yeah, it's obviously different, different levels, but the same goes, when somebody's, if you lose, wait and slip up, and they have a game on a Tuesday, you know, you slipped up on the Saturday and puts them top. It was like that throughout the season. So you need that. You know, I think if you start getting complacent in anything, then you don't perform to your best. And you know, that season we surely did, not just with Fleetwood, but like I said, you go back to your Telfords or your Alfredtons and sides like that. They, you know, every game was tough. So that's why I think it was so special that season. You know, not with not just Fleetwood, but just that time. There was a lot of quality sides in that league.
And just finally, of course, we're in lockdown now. But when all this is over, are you and the boys going to meet up again and kind of repeat your celebrations from 2010?
Yeah, definitely. Like the other week when we went to the sportsman, the Legends dinner at the club, we all met early, had a beer, watched the game, etc. And when we said when all this is over, we're going to get together and have a few beers and, you know, celebrate 10 years. Oh yeah, the wife's just ready. The wife's just brought these sand balls. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to get together, have a few beers and reminisce what a good time. It's easy to forget. To be fair, isn't it? You know, life goes that quick. You kind of forget, you know, like good things what have happened in your life. So we're sure we'll celebrate again.
Well, thank you very much, mate, for joining me today. Good to
No
see
problem,
that.
pal.
Good to see you've got those good memories of Southport. Thank you to everyone who's watched today, and hope everyone's okay at this current time.
Yeah, mate. Just hope everybody's fine. Thank you very much.